Wendy Williams' brother Tommy is speaking out on Wendy's health condition, and sadly, things aren't looking good for Wendy.
Why are you even here? Do you see the condition that she's in? Does it look like she's ready to start a podcast, for goodness sake? It doesn't. And we're all going to bear witness to this nonsense.
Tommy Williams recently broke his silence on Wendy's upcoming reality show, and he accused Wendy's management team of exploiting Wendy's poor health condition. However, fans are saying Tommy can't be trusted either because he and Wendy were never really close, and fans are now worried that Wendy doesn't have any support system left. But what exactly did Tommy say about Wendy's health? Is she really in such a bad state that she doesn't even realize she's being exploited?
But first, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video.
I apologized. I even told Daddy I apologized. He saw that I apologized.
Wendy Williams is reportedly filming a reality show with her family, and while Wendy's fans were initially happy that Wendy's working again, it now turns out that Wendy's health condition is still a major concern. In fact, according to Wendy's brother Tommy, Wendy is in such a bad state that she doesn't even know her team is exploiting her for profit. Wendy was recently spotted in NYC looking disheveled, and Page 6 claims she spent the night drinking, just 5 months after leaving rehab. Naughty But Nice podcast host Rob Shutter ran into Wendy in an NYC bar, and he told Page 6 that Wendy looked lonely, sitting by herself, but then lit up like a Christmas tree to see someone she knew. We had a bite, we had some drinks, but then we were getting ready to say goodbye. Wendy didn't really want us to leave, Shutter said, adding that Wendy kept saying she wanted to get drunk tonight. Just days later, paparazzi spotted Wendy outside her NYC apartment.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi. Hi.
How you doing?
And many fans hopped on social media to say Wendy's appearance looks alarming. Now, to give you some context, Wendy has been dealing with a lot of health issues and personal struggles over the years. And though it seemed at one point that she was finally back on the right track, it looks like her condition has worsened again. Wendy first raised concerns for her health back in October 2017 when she fainted on her talk show, and fans worried that she had suffered a stroke. A few months later, Wendy revealed that she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder called Graves' disease, which causes a variety of symptoms and, without treatment, can lead to serious complications.
My thyroid, my hyperthyroid, is attached also to Graves' disease. Graves' disease squeezes the muscles behind your eyeballs. And so that's the reason for...
Meanwhile, Wendy's mental health also deteriorated after she discovered that her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, had fathered a child with his mistress, Sharina. Wendy apparently knew about Kevin's infidelity for years. However, learning about his secret love child was a huge blow to Wendy, and she suffered a scary relapse.
Once her studio was alerted that she checked out of the sober home, they began a search. Fortunately, Williams was located and then hospitalized. The source explained, she was eventually found and was drunk. She was immediately taken to the hospital.
To make things worse, Wendy also discovered that Kevin used her money to finance Sharina's businesses, and he even bought a house for Sharina just a few miles from Wendy's home in New Jersey.
And I'm like, but I'm still in love. I don't know what to do. Like, are you serious with this? This is really going down. This is going down. It was you all with the drone and took a picture. And I read about it in the blogs and the tabloids, the address of this place that he had purchased to share with this backwoods 9 miles from my house in Livingston. And they're living the high life.
Wendy's health and personal issues kept mounting, and in 2021, news broke that she lost her iconic talk show, which was her main source of income. But just when everyone thought things couldn't get any worse for Wendy, her bank, Wells Fargo, blocked her from accessing her money and petitioned the court to assign her a financial guardian. Wells Fargo froze Wendy's account, claiming that she is an incapacitated person who can't take care of her own financial affairs, and the bank filed a petition at the New York Supreme Court arguing that Wendy's situation is concerning. The petition read, "It is our hope that the court will imminently appoint a temporary guardian or evaluator to review the situation and ensure that Williams' affairs are being properly handled." However, it later turned out that Wendy's former financial advisor, Lori Schiller, may have been behind this petition because she reportedly lied to Wells Fargo, telling them that Wendy is of unsound mind. Wendy's lawyer claimed that Wendy previously fired Lori due to improper conduct in relation to their professional relationship, and then Lori went behind Wendy's back and convinced Wells Fargo that Wendy can't take care of her finances. Wendy's lawyer also requested a temporary restraining order against Wells Fargo, arguing that the bank is interfering with Wendy's right to access her financial assets and statements. As for Wendy, she previously publicly called out both Lori and Wells Fargo, claiming they were trying to put her under financial conservatorship.
Asking questions about my money. And when I began asking questions about my money, suddenly Lori Schiller has got no response regarding my money. I want my money. This is not fair. And Wells Fargo has no questions and answers with regarding my money. This is not fair. And Lori Schiller and Wells Fargo have this guardianship petition about keeping me away from my money.
But unfortunately, Wells Fargo managed to come out on top. And back in December, the court appointed attorney Sabrina Morrissey as Wendy's financial guardian. And since one of the first decisions Morrissey made as Wendy's financial guardian was to cut off Wendy's only child, Kevin Jr., from Wendy's fortune, which led to him getting evicted, fans started saying that Wendy was being exploited. Many fans also compared Wendy's situation to Britney Spears' conservatorship and said Wendy never stood a chance because everyone around her used her mental health struggles against her. But what about Wendy's family? Does she have anyone in her corner who genuinely cares about her health? While sadly, much like Britney, Wendy also had a strained relationship with her family, especially her younger brother Tommy. But the strange thing is that Tommy now claims he's the one who cares about Wendy, and he's blaming Wendy's management team for using her. However, fans aren't so convinced because just a few months ago, Tommy publicly blasted Wendy, claiming she snubbed a birthday celebration the family held for their 92-year-old father. Back in February, Tommy told The Sun that it was a travesty how Wendy's focus never seemed to have gotten back to family, and particularly their dad. She's caught up in what everyone else is caught up in, how her life is panning out. Just be a family member, just be a daughter. But I guess she's not going to be either, Tommy said. However, Tommy has now completely changed his story, and in a recent interview with the US Sun, he claimed that he just wants Wendy to get better. Tommy also slammed Wendy's management team for pushing Wendy to do a reality show despite her sad condition. "This is not a woman who is in the right frame of mind to get a show going," Tommy said. "Why are you even here? Do you see the condition she's in? Does it look like she's ready to start a podcast, for goodness sake? It doesn't." Tommy also accused Wendy's manager, Will Selby, of ponying Wendy around and exploiting her for money.
Got her all out, travel here, travel there. Let's go, let's make this money. And I don't care if you're making sense. Shock to the show's gonna be where she was and where she is now. Is that the show? Is that it? Is that what my dad has to look forward to watching? Who wants these kind of memories? Why couldn't she just get better all the way and then just do something?
According to Tommy, Wendy's management is pushing Wendy's reality for shock value, and they apparently plan to emphasize her downfall by comparing her current state to her past. Tommy revealed that the footage of Wendy in the upcoming reality show is going to be sad to watch, and seeing herself on the reality show is going to hurt Wendy even more. Who wants these kinds of memories? Who wants this? Why couldn't she just get better all the way and then do something? Tommy said. According to Tommy, people have been kicking Wendy around for a long time, and he's worried about how the reality show will affect her mental state. And all this time, she could have been down here recovering, Tommy said, adding that Wendy's current condition is sad and that she's in poor health. And while Wendy's manager Will later fired back at Tommy's claims and told The Sun that Tommy's story doesn't sound true, Wendy's fans are saying Tommy's right, because it definitely seems like Wendy's been exploited. From what I've seen lately of her in her present mental and physical state, that is one reality show I will not be watching, one fan said. It's so sad to see her demise. And another fan commented, "As much as I would like to see Wendy again, I don't want her to spiral in front of the world. That's not okay." However, many fans have also pointed out that Tommy had his own differences with Wendy in the past, and they're not so sure he really has Wendy's best interest at heart. Wendy's brother has his own issues, one fan said. She really has nobody. And another fan added, Wendy has publicly called out her brother for talking about her in public. If you want to get a true answer, ask her sister. She actually doesn't him very much. Either way, this is just an extremely sad situation overall, and it's really starting to look like Wendy doesn't have anyone in her corner who genuinely cares about her well-being. But let's hear how you feel about all this. Do you think Wendy's brother is telling the truth? Is Wendy's team really exploiting her? Let us know in the comments, and don't miss out on this next video.